Good afternoon, Varneshwaran. It was a pleasure connecting with you, and thank you for accepting the invite and in a busy schedule. Yes. So let me give some of the others who might not know you, because we have seen you in most of your YouTube videos, to be precise. So we don't know you personally. So from my research, I'm sorry. So you're currently working as an in charge logistics in one of the most reputed company, and it's been a few years that you have graduated from BSLS, and we can see you're a successful logistician. And so without to wait, we welcome you for the interview. Yes, hi.
Thank you so much, Srirata. It's an honor and it's my duty to be part of this session.
And it was same. So okay. So since it has been a few years that you have been graduated from BSLS, so coming to that, can you just rewind a bit and tell us about your best memories with BSLS and maybe what?
Yeah, I am a person who believes strongly in humble beginnings, and in that way, I love how the journey began at BSLS, like the professors and the classroom atmosphere. Everything promises us of something that can be possible. Like every time John Sir says it's a world of opportunities, and Jason ma'am is almost like a caring mother, home away from home to be. So that was during our very early ages in our career, and it was such a stronghold. Like there is this quote, right, which says, "People will forget what you do, but people will never forget how you made them feel." So in that way, although the learning curve was very high and it was practically oriented and all of that which requires you to mold yourself before you enter into the industry, the way BSL has made me feel and still makes me feel is something I'll never forget, and that's the first thing that hits my mind.
Wow, that's great, because it's not like in a college we graduate from college and we don't be in touch with them, and it was like when you are like still in good terms with Jayshree ma'am and John sir, and and it was very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will just edit this.
Yeah, and most of all, you of all the people will be seeing it firsthand, like how people experience BSLS. So you know the vibe of that place. So.
Exactly, yes. And we come to see with different people, and seeing a friendly face like that too after, and going out, graduating from here. Even I don't know you personally, but giving a hand or helping with terms of all those things, that was like, it is one of the, maybe is it a quality that is required in a logistician?
I would say any profession for that case. Like there is a understanding that the people who tend to give more are the ones who ultimately be successful. Like I wouldn't say that this is the only way. There are always exceptions, but the more you are willing to serve to the people around you, and the more you are willing to give, that's when that becomes your edge, and people become more, you become more valuable, and that's what you're trying to drive at the end of the day. Like how much of a support you can be to the people around you, and that makes the difference in the people's life. So that's my understanding. So yeah, whatever career, and for sure logistics, because you understand that the whole supply chain, like I started my career in freight forwarding. So from there, I was able to see the picture in terms of 50 percentage. And when I moved to the manufacturing side, when I moved to the shipper side, I got to see the other 50 percentage, like what happens before the cargo gets moved. So what happens in the inbound, what happens in the reverse logistics. So all these aspects, we understand that it's a gamut of operations, like Jason ma'am always says, and it involves massive teamwork. It's about minimum in a basic consignment that moves, about 4 to 5 teams that work together who are not related at all, but have to work together to get it from point A to point B. So in that 4 to 5 teams, let's say even 20 people are there. So that in a particular consignment that moves, we have about 100 people working. So it's about how that 100 people serve each other. So if you ask me about it, about that quality in logistics, I think it's a prerequisite, I would say. Yeah.
Great. Okay, so coming to since you're talking about your in the logistics field, so what are the challenges that you have faced? Like after graduating, you know something, you have learned something, but exposing to the real time logistics industry, what are the challenges you faced? And yeah, please tell us about that.
Yeah, I would say in terms of challenges are daily. Like that, there will be something or the other that will come on a daily basis that you will require to solve by learning and involving the right people and going that extra mile and doing your self introspection, whatever it requires of you to solve that problem. So in terms of challenge, when you look at it as an opportunity, like again, I'll reiterate what John sir always says. He used to say, if you want to present a challenge to anybody, say you have an opportunity to improve, to develop. So in that way, I think facing challenge is a daily aspect. Like right now, having this interview online over the online platform itself is a challenge, and that requires some new learning to happen in order for it to perform at its best. So the daily learnings of the practical world will always be there, but what is more important is your base. Like again, reiterating from what our professors say, when you build your base strong, when you understand the ABCs, like 1 plus 1 is 2. Once you get that right, then you can do your maths, you can do calculus, you can do whatever it takes. But building that scratch is what you need to focus on, and then the daily challenges will help you to do more complicated problems. That's my understanding, and that's been the way of life of logistics ever since day one. I understand.
That's great. That's a great explanation. Maybe coming to taking our interview as an example. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yes. So yes. So you know the industry now better, right? And tell us about how's your experience or your interview experiences. How you handled it. Like now you're a better person. We learn from our mistakes. But how was your first experiences? Like.
Yeah. To begin with, I would say I think I know about 5 to 10% right now, because as logistics is a world of opportunities. Like it's very diverse, it's very fragmented. For anybody to become an expert at logistics, it might take a lifetime. That's my understanding from these years in this industry. So from that 5 to 10%, I know I will share what I know, that I'll be very honest. And about the interviews, I remember myself being very, very excited, because I had so much to give. Again, like in all my interviews, what we do is in interviews is we are selling ourselves. Like even right now, whatever I think I know about logistics is what I'm trying to sell over this interview. So in that way, I was very excited, and it still keeps me pumped, like conversations and being able to learn through conversations and being able to sell yourself, being able to convey the value you can provide to the organization. That is the key. If there is something that you can do to the organization, is how you can develop their business, because we are all here to add value to the customers, to the shippers, to all the stakeholders. These days, it's also about the environment and all that. So the question is, where are you going to fit into the chain? If you're going into a huge system, like I started my career in one of the top companies of logistics. I started with Pune Nagar. So there, it's like a huge engine which can run on its own, but at the same time, if you're going to become a part of that engine, the question is, where are you going to fit in and why you will be the best fit for that. So in that way, it took experience to about 3 to another 4 interviews. That was not the very first one I cracked, to be very honest and authentic again about it. I went through a couple of interviews. I seemingly forced myself to be not a great fit. The very first interview I attended, that's the feedback I got. But that's the thing, you will keep getting feedback every day. Like, I fail every day, I win every day, but the question is, how much are we learning every day? And you keep that focus on, and things should fall in place. And that's the thing about interviews. Don't be bogged down, or don't start flying once you get that first job or crack that interview, because that's not the beginning of life, not the end of life. It keeps going on. So that's my understanding from interviews after couple of
that is
other interviews too.
Kind of inspiring, like, even that is like kind of you're excited for the interview. That is the kind of mindset we should have, I guess. We should cultivate or something.
Yeah. And one more thing is that becoming more authentic about it is the fact that that's the ideal way to be. And there are some days when you can't reach that point also. Your mindset and your heart set can't reach that point also. And it's all right and absolutely fine to be there as well. So the idea is to be yourself. And if you can peak your performance, then nothing like that.
That's great. So coming to the end of the session, I'd like to tell about something like, to the upcoming logisticians, like what do you want to tell them, or how can they improve their, the skills that is actually required in the, apart from technical skills, what are the skills they require in the organization, in the industry?
Yeah, when I say that, I will include myself too, because I still feel I'm in the budding stage. So I would humbly request, I wouldn't give any advice. I would just humbly request to keep moving forward no matter how hard it gets. Because the thing is, logistics, although we have theories, although we have practical sessions and everything, when you get into the real world, when you get into the nitty-gritties of how things work, it is very customized for each and every job. It is very customized for each and every company. So the learning and unlearning is going to be a part of your life. So when you're at BSLS or when you're in any organization, the most important thing is you might even have to unlearn what you learned yesterday for you to improve. So we need to focus on that aspect. You need to become aware when you need to unlearn, and you need to become aware when you need to learn, and that will keep you moving forward always, because there is no other way out. Like, once you step into it, even I want to talk about this. I had this person who said he's passionate about logistics, and he pinged me on LinkedIn and we were having a conversation. So I remember myself being that person a couple of years before it, or more than that. And one thing that has never put me off the path is what drives you from within. And this nobody can teach you, and nobody can influence you. So again, it comes back to being true to yourself, to what is your calling. And even if you feel that this is not the right track, take that decision after making the move. Like, you can't keep thinking all the time whether I need to do this course or whether I need to choose this industry, whether will I get a job. All these questions cannot be answered without you taking the action. So you take the action. If you, the question is how true you are to yourself. And again, if you feel that this is not the path for you, then you can always move on. But don't stop, don't stay stagnant, because you want to keep moving forward and keep doing the learning and unlearning process. And this includes for myself as well. This is not advice.
Yeah, that is, yes, true. Whatever you told was exactly like, you have to keep moving to even learn what you want, actually. Once we, yeah, that is how life is all about. And yes, so So it was a wonderful session, and thank you so much for your time. And hope this will help the upcoming logisticians or upcoming who wants to excel in who wants to aspire or aspiring like you could have. Um, they,
Yeah, anything that works. So
okay, great.
it's my honor and it's my pleasure one more time, and it's my duty to share what I've learned, my experiences and my information. But I also want to make it aware of the fact that it is always limited to myself, and exceptions are always there. And it's for you to explore and adventure and learn for yourself again.
Yes, yes, currently.